Hi, Michelle live from the She Shed. I just wanted to coloring tonight, and maybe you can see what I'm coloring on. Easter Bunny stuff. I know, I'm late. I know. It's like, Easter Bunny stuff already, huh? I'm trying to get it where you can see it. I'm going to get a new tripod so that you can actually see what's going on. I think I hit the wrong button. There we go. I did. That was my candle you just saw. But I'm going to get a tripod that will allow me to use the iPad. And you'll be able to see what I'm doing instead of listening to what I'm doing. But I'm coloring Easter eggs tonight just because it was a picture that I kind of had started a couple days ago. And never did finish it. So I was just going to finish it up tonight. We have, like I said in the previous video, we have revamped the She Shed, and now we have all kinds of shelves in here, and you can see how much stuff I got. Oh my goodness, way too much stuff. But it's real cozy in here. It's got all my stuff. I did have to take down my curtain on the window where the air conditioner used to be, now that I have the new and illustrious DeLonghi air conditioner, heating and air conditioner, excuse me, that Mom wanted me to get. And it works pretty good, actually. It works pretty good. But this is the picture I'm drawing. I'll show it to you. Yeah. I know. Easter's gone, but you know, Easter's one of those kind of holidays, especially right now with what's going on. You get a little more hyper religious, I think, and you know, and more mindful of what's going on in the world. And if any of you saw my Facebook posting, there were a couple of children at the gas mart when I came through with supper tonight, selling weeds for money, trying to get money for food, and I gave them all my cash. I mean, I couldn't stand it. I almost cried. And here I was, I had like $72 worth of food for us in the back of the van, and stopping at the gas station to get some chocolate. So, you know, it's sad that we've come to that. And the oldest child might have been 10 years old if she was that old. So it was pretty sad. You know, when a child has to go beg for food, it's pretty bad. I guess I should have just gave them our dinner. They probably would have gobbled it up. Then I thought, where's your mama? Where's your daddy? You know, it's pretty sad. But anyhow, I'll get off the sad tangent and get on something better. The COVID virus is actually getting not as much notoriety, I think. I think today Mississippi topped the number of deaths. But here's the thing about COVID. It's a bad virus to have, but a lot of people are being asymptomatic. And what that means is they're not having any symptoms. They're sick, they're positive, but they're not sick. And that's something that you really need to be mindful of. Don't be scared that you're going to die if you get COVID. 2% actually die from it, from what I read the other day. 98% have a survival rate. And it is a deadly, contagious virus. Of course it is. I'm not downplaying it in any way or any shape or form. But be mindful of what you do, but know that if you get it, it's not a death sentence. You do have to be a little more careful with, you know, where you go, what you say, what you do, and how you do it. But for the most part, people are surviving. I did read today on the Apple News that there is a vaccine that a lady tried, that she had the second shot already, and they'll know in a year whether or not it works well. And this was just the first clinical trials in humans to be experimented on. She said she felt great. Her arm was sore, kind of like a flu shot, and the other arm was sore like a flu shot. But other than that, it was not too bad. So that's a positive thing to know. They're working on a vaccine. They are. But, you know, this social distancing has kind of been kind of good for everybody, I think. I think it makes people realize how important we are as human beings, and how important we feel or don't feel when we don't have people close to us, that we like to have our congregations and everything. And, humans were not designed to be alone. Adam and Eve, I'm not trying to be biblical on you, but God created a mate for Adam so that he wouldn't be lonely. And so that's why we are so focused on being socially adept with each other, because we are not creatures who want to be alone. I'm doing okay in the weekend quarantines. I mean, I get out a little bit for the children to get a couple things and that kind of thing, but I'm kind of an introvert, and introverts do fine by themselves for most parts. Um, Extroverts have difficulty staying inside, and they need to be seen and doing and all those kind of things. But the She Shed actually has been my solace for this whole thing, because I can come out here, I can color, I can watch TV, I can reorganize, I can cut, I can make scrapbooks, I can do whatever I need to do. I do my teaching out here. This is my office, and I gave an exam today. Tomorrow I start 2 new classes, and it will be another anatomy class, part 1, and a class called personal health that I've never taught before, so I'm a little nervous about that. I'm teaching that out of the Lexington, Kentucky online site. So hopefully I will do fine in that. It's about mental health and drugs and sexuality and, some hot topics, some controversial things. And if any of you guys know me pretty well, you know that I'm not scared to talk about that kind of stuff. So we should have a good time in class. We should have a lively discussion board. I think I had 26 at last count in the class, and I had 25 in my anatomy class. So enrollment is certainly up because of the COVID. And my mother, who is an instructor, everybody knows she's a professor, and I'm not a professor. Just wanted to clarify that. I'm just a master's degree, but she is a professor, and she teaches, and she told me that enrollment would be up, not to worry. And not to worry, I have 2 classes. I would not be surprised next week if I get another class added, because there's so many people in my class. Whew, I've had a rough day today. It's been quiet, busy. I've been in here all day cleaning and moving and sorting and trying to congregate things together so I know where things are. We lost my Gemini platform. We have no idea where it is, so I had to order another one of those, and it comes from England, so there's no telling. It may be next year before I get that. So I can't do any die cutting on my electric die cutter because of the fact that I don't have the plate, and I don't know where the plate went to. There's no telling in here. But I did want to clean it up. I got my Disney stuff organized, so I have my Disney stickers, my Disney cutouts, my Disney die cuts, Disney paper, Disney stickers, Disney whatevers. I found these cute pockets that I had. These are probably, there's no telling how old these are. Paid $2.99 for them, so they must be really old. And I've been collecting Disney stuff for like 17 years or so. And I found some other stuff. I got a Pinocchio. And these came from the Dollar Tree, I'm pretty sure. But every time I saw Disney stuff, I grabbed it. So I've got a whole big case of it. I've got a whole big basket full of Disney stuff. Then I found the Happy Anniversary. Where I got that from, I have no idea. I don't know that Kyle and I have anniversary pictures. Well, yeah, we do. From Disney. So, trying to think if there's anything else we want to talk about tonight. You guys got anything to talk about? Any worries? If you have any questions about COVID that I can get an answer for you for, I'd be happy to do that. Just know that we're all in this together, and that we have been, one of the nurses that I work with made a very good point. She posted on Facebook that, we enjoy getting our free donuts and our free Big Macs and quarter pounders and all those kind of things that people are giving frontline healthcare providers. But what about the people who don't have anything? And she made a good point. Why don't we, kind of rally together for those who don't have to get what we get? Because honestly, I don't go and get my donuts. But some hungry family may need them. And it's just kind of a good thing to do, I think. So, but to all of you commercial vendors and people that have contributed to us. We appreciate it very much, but we think that the people that really need it. And I don't need to gain another 10 pounds because of donuts, honestly, but I appreciate it. And the company I work for has been very nice about feeding us, and they feed us every meal on our shifts. They have ice cream truck brought out for us every so often to give us a treat, and I appreciate that very much, but it makes me feel guilty in a way. So, but thank you very much to everybody who cares. It's good to know that you care about your first line responders, that we are first and foremost very important to you, and we appreciate that very much. My nephew is a first responder. He's a fireman, and he waded through water and saved a lady a week or two ago. So he is a brave soldier. And then I have a cousin-in-law who is a soldier in Afghanistan or Iraq. I'm not sure. I know I mailed him off a package and then I forgot where I mailed it to, but I have to look it up. His name is John, and he's married to Kayla, Kyle's cousin, and he is fighting for us too as well. So I mean, we have a whole family full of first responders. And if any of you don't know, Kyle used to be a firefighter too as well. He was a volunteer firefighter for Senatobia and Purvis. So, oh, those dogs next door. Mercy, mercy, mercy. If they haven't learned by now who we are by smell, they need to go somewhere. The neighbors have them out in the yard. I ought to call ESPCA on them. This winter, they're always barking. Always barking. Woo! All the time. But I guess that's all I've got to say tonight. And when I get the tripod, things will be much better and you'll be able to see me do the crafts. It's been really hard. My cell phone drives me insane with that commercial about the guy going, ticking his neck. I have no idea what that commercial is, but it drives me crazy. And it always comes on right in the middle of my broadcast. So I expect to have the tripod for the iPad shortly. It's hard to find one because this is a 12.9 inch versus a little bitty mini one, and I had to have the big one because I wanted the tablet to do the drawing and that kind of thing, so I could make stickers and drawings and I could color and all that kind of thing. So have a good night, live from the she shed, and I hope that you have pleasant dreams. Keep safe out there, wash those hands, keep your social distance, and fight for the rights of those who don't have any. Thanks. See ya.